like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore.
Starfield and mods. We've been talking about the company lately and their engine and them making a creation kit, but we haven't done a lot of speculation on what might possibly come about. Now, I'm not really certain about this, but I would know that I would like to see a few certain things, and I've been modding No Man's Sky for the last 7 years, so I think that maybe I can bridge some gaps here with some of my favorite mods from No Man's Sky. So without further ado, let's jump down and go through some of my list. All right, so starting up, let's go back to the very beginning. This was made not too long after the game was made. I don't know what the date on this was exactly here. Last updated. It was originally uploaded on 2017. Now listen, these mods aren't going to work currently anymore, but if you're on the Steam, you can download the depot. You can look at the date here and then go download the version of the game that was going on at this point in time, and then you can put this mod on and play with the space whales, guys. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, that was one of the first ones. Space whales is always a cool thing. I mean, that's just awesome, you know? Who doesn't want to go flying around and have some huge critters like this? Even though they were kind of crude looking, I thought it was pretty cool. I've gone back and used this mod. Super, super fun. We've got some voiceovers, you know? We can go in there and change the files of all the voices. You want Yoda talking to you?
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That was my terrible Yoda impression, but you get my point. That would be fun, wouldn't it? All right, now we're getting into some bigger stuff here. No Man's Sky always had this procedurally generated mess going on, and well, people really took this into their own hands. Powerful PCs back then could really push the generation of the game and really took it into a whole nother direction. As you can see by some of these photos down here, we did some really cool things in this game very quickly right from the start, because this is 2017 as well. All right, now we're getting into another realm of things. Now this is a mod from Raidrod. I hope to see some of these guys move over to the realm of Starfield. I hope to see you guys over here. But Raidrod actually takes the he makes like an overlay that's inside of the game where you can change the colors live of all the sky colors. It's really, really neat mod here. It's super interactive, and you actually do this live. And I learned a lot about how games function, because there's a lot of little sky colors that you can manipulate over here all at the same time. There's so many different variations, almost unlimited. It was really neat to see this mod in action, and I hope to see some tools implemented like this into the realm of Starfield. Okay, so next on here, with more terrain and biome manipulations. This is where they take the terrain and just go ham with it. They make these things super big. They generate way more. They take things that only generate on certain planets and make them generate everywhere. We can change the angles and the predictability and probabilities and all kinds of stuff with the procedurally generations. A small amount of changes make big results, and that's what I'm hoping for in Starfield. So, and now back onto some more. You get so many different flavors of these, where people have their own versions of their No Man's Sky. Where they take their assets and resize them and everything else. And we've even seen them take other models and throw them into the games. Very, very cool. Now, reshadings and stuff like that too. Now, this is a little bit more than a reshading. This actually recolors the Nexus, and I think you can get a couple different flavors. It's not just this color here. You get to pick whatever color you want out of a whole pack. Super cool. We're gonna have that neon city. If we can change the colors of this the city and everything like that, I'm certain that we will be doing that. Now, another flavor of biome and flora and fauna generation, lasagna here, another big hitter. I like to see this guy over there. Did great things with the mod here. These worlds were absolutely fabulous. There's nothing like modding No Man's Sky. And as you can see here, he's running across some cities. They're not real buildings that you can get into. And then you got some Diplos, and like this is awesome, guys. All right, No Man's Sky was modded, very cool. Now here we got some spaceship modifications for your capital ships, and you can see like he's made some big windows in here. Normally you wouldn't have windows like this in No Man's Sky, but I don't know what kind of ships you're going to have in Starfield, but I'm sure manipulating them and making the windows bigger and things like that is going to be a big thing. You know, we got natural events here, bigger volcanoes. You know, we have volcanoes in No Man's Sky on certain planets. Make them bigger. Why wouldn't you? Heck yeah, guys. We're going into the Abyss. We've got, I think this is a visual for watercolors here. So, you know, again, changing the shades on these is something that you can dig into. There's so many possibilities, infinite, you know, to your heart's content. Now, one of my favorite things here is some parts mods. I'm going to be interested in doing some building in the game. Hopefully some build tools will come out of this. There is all kinds of build tools for No Man's Sky. The building in No Man's Sky was kind of boring to me until I got into the No Man's Sky tool. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of back here. Let me get myself organized here, and let's get rid of all the tabs that we've gone through here so I can get a little organized. Deal with me here. All right, we're going to go back over here first and talk about this. This is a tool that imports your base files from the No Man's Sky game so you can manipulate them in a third-party program. It's really, really cool. I'm very good at using this program, and there's a lot of different art you can do with this. You can bend all the rules with all the pieces and turn them in every single different way. Not only that, but you got the power of Blender and all of its you know, tools that you can use inside of it to manipulate the parts. I mean, we're talking about using geometric shapes and copying them over. Sky's the limits with the possibilities, and I would really like to see that implemented in Starfield. All right, so now, you know, we all want it. This is what everybody's probably really getting excited for. Ships, man. No Man's Sky did it pretty easily. We've been doing this for a long time. We got a lot of different custom ships here, as you can see. It's been done. We're going to do it. I'm hoping that we're going to do it to whatever kind of capital ships, frigates, freighters, all that stuff. I'm hoping that to see even the real goofy stuff. I love it all. I love all this stuff, man. You got the TARDIS in there and everything. Super fantasy, fantastic stuff here. All right. Creatures, man. Sandworms, Dune, all this stuff, man. This is, we put this stuff in there, man. All kinds of crazy stuff. I'm hoping to see some Dune worms in there. It better happen, guys. You better not let me down. Or we're just going to do it ourselves. I am going to be in the mods myself. Bigger creatures going crazy? Heck yes. Why not take all those creatures and make them odd and crazy? I hope that they have some procedurally generated elements on them. I don't think that they're going to be, but then we can actually replace them with something else, is what I'm thinking. Question mark. Creature's life size. It's another creature density. I mean, we do these with, you know, the density and the spawn rates of them. I mean, we change that stuff in like, you know, Hunter Call of the Wild. You can change the density of everything. We got weather and fewer storms. I'm sure like we're going to come across some weather and things like that. I'm hoping to maybe have some reshades and less storms or more storms or something else. I have no idea what's going to be in there, but I am all for it. Now, I tell you what, there's not any vehicles or mechs or anything like that. You do get like a companion person that you run around with. I guess there is like a mech kind of a person that may go around with you, but nothing that you, vehicles that you get inside of. And I don't think that you're allowed to take pets or anything, but the jetpack, I'm hoping that they do the jetpack really good. There's one thing that disappointed me in No Man's Sky was a jetpack. And well, I tell you what, having a super jetpack like this mod on just makes the game so much different, man. So cool. Yeah. And the last thing that I'd like to say here, there's not really any mods for it on here, but I would like to see a good photo mode for Starfield. One of the best things for No Man's Sky was its photo mode, and I hope that they implement a very good photo mode for the game so we can do some filming and documenting and maybe you know, help us make better content for the game. With that being said, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm hoping to see some great things from the modding community. My name is Sky Masters. Hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video.